Yeah, so neutral observation was a really early idea that we started talking about to help people have an alternative to reacting from a trigger or a habit. And the idea of neutral observation is, what if I just didn't have an opinion in this moment? What if I didn't have a judgment? What if I didn't have a habit? What if I didn't have anything other than I'm just going to do my best to see this absolutely neutrally? I'm going to hold in this moment and just say what's going on, not based on the past, not based on the future, not based on anything else. Now, this is just one component of a fact-finding expedition that you're on when you're exploring an interaction, right? Because you might want to say, yeah, this person's being nice to me right now, but they've been a jerk 25 times. So I'm not going to just say, oh, I'll take your being nice to me as if I should invest all my money with you or marry you or go out on a date with you. So we're not saying that neutral observation is always going to be the final act that you take. We just like to remind people that they can neutrally observe a situation to gather additional information about it and to give an alternate perspective on the situation. What if I observe this neutrally? I'm tempted to, that's another one of our ideas, putting I'm tempted to in front of anything. So I'm tempted to interact with you based on our previous experiences. I'm going to, just for a few minutes, observe this as neutrally as possible and see what additional information that gives me. It's always an alternative to be as neutral as possible. In order to be neutral, you have to be in the moment, right? You have to be connected to the moment. And one of the difficult things about connecting to the moment is you haven't been taught very well how to do that. Very little of what we have experienced out there encourages you to be in the moment, other than just saying, hey, be in the moment. That's all it gives you. It's like, okay, how? It's not as easy as it sounds, because you have a survival instinct. And the survival instinct says, look, our only job is to keep you alive, period, full stop. Not keep you happy, not keep you wealthy, not keep you in a relationship, none of that. Keep you alive, first and only job. So the survival instinct is constantly remembering things that either were dangerous or safe, or projecting into the future, imagining things that will either be dangerous or safe, and then avoiding the dangerous ones and reinforcing the, quote, safe ones. The safe ones are often extremely limiting. Don't go out, don't leave the house, don't take the risk, don't make that call, don't try for that job, don't move your residence. Those are all safe in the survival instinct's viewpoint. And that's very, very, very deep in your biology. Very deep in your biology. So it's constantly informing your journey. And because it's constantly informing your journey, evolving your relationship to it is one of our core teachings. Finding the ways that we have explored, and lots of the tools we talk about today will help this, to say, that's information. The survival instinct is giving me information, and I'm going to choose whether or not that information is actually valid for what I want in my life. So the survival instinct says, don't take the risk to make that presentation in front of 300 people. Some of them might not like you, right? That's the butterflies in the stomach, but the overblown one, the stage fright one. Don't take that risk. Don't take that risk. Don't take that risk. Don't stick your head up out of the crowd. It's all survival instinct messages. But you know that you want to make that presentation. You know you want to try for that promotion. You know you want to ask that guy or that gal out. And the survival instinct will tell you not to. And a lot of people will fall for the idea of, oh, if it was right, it would feel easy. Or if it was right, I would feel perfectly comfortable. And we don't think that's true in most cases, because the survival instinct is going to flare up when challenged with something new, that the safety danger experience can't be accurately assessed immediately. Right? So anything new, the survival instinct goes, wait, wait, wait. And if you're waiting for that wait, wait, wait message to be quiet to try something new, we find people wait a long time. If instead you go, hey, survival instinct, I hear you saying that this is not what you're used to or what you like because it's new and different, but I want my life to be different, so I'm going for it. I'm not actually in physical danger. The survival instinct says that could get you dead. And you say, actually, no, it might make me nervous. I might get embarrassed. I might feel fear, but it's not like someone's threatening my life with a gun. And the body or the survival instinct is telling you it is. And so you have to navigate those messages. That's your role, is to navigate the messages you're receiving, both from your body and from your society. Yeah, and most of what we teach is all about that. At least a huge amount of the core teachings, the essential teachings, started over the last 10 years, helping people evolve their relationship to the survival instinct so that they can start to have a relationship to being human that they've never had before. We used to refer to this as being in the fear-based operating system or the consciousness-based operating system. The idea that because the survival instinct is so powerful in the body, you tend to see everything you experience from a fear-based perspective until you recognize a lot of those messages are not actually accurate. They're way overboard in an attempt to keep you super safe, which is great if a bus is coming and you're in the middle of the road. But if you're just trying to contemplate asking someone out on a date, you don't want the survival instinct saying, jump out of the way, jump out of the way. But it does. If you don't know that that's what it's doing, you can think that it's not safe to try anything new. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense? Okay, so what else you got?